then glitch him into the wall.
Hello and welcome to WedNESday. We're already halfway through the series. In this series of videos, I've played a lot of hard games, ones that push me to and usually past the limits of what I'm willing to put up with. So imagine my pleasant surprise when I got a nice, fun, easy little game like Kirby.
Boom! Start the game and we get a tutorial on how to draw Kirby. I don't remember asking for this, but wait a minute. That's a rather unimpressive tutorial. No, seriously, I'm gonna use my sister as a guinea pig again to see if this tutorial can actually teach someone to draw curves.
First you draw a circle.
Okay.
Then you dot the eyes. Add a great big smile. And presto.
What does that mean? What is presto?
That's the things that they did that added the rest of the detail. There,
Well,
it's Kirby.
I'll draw.
No, just write Kirby at the bottom so we know who it is. Presto, it's Kirby.
Doesn't Kirby have feet or something?
That's where the presto comes from.
Oh, that's what presto means.
Hey, pause menu Kirby gets it too. Alright, so we get to play as one of the most evil, despicable villains of all time. Seriously, I can't see how this guy is praised. He is a murderous psychopath. Before each act, there's a little cutscene. Act 2, someone bopped him on the head. Better kill everyone in the valley. Act 4, oh no, Kirby's too clumsy to hold on to his balloons. That calls for a genocide. Act 7, oh man, what a nice, lovely day. There's a rainbow out. Time to kill. So the stage starts off. I run in and eat the foe alive and kill the next one with his friend's weapon. The weapon beam is almost the best power in the game. Not the funnest to use, but its range and arc makes it just a fantastic ability. Zip, zap, zop. Next level, I get the fire ability. Rah, I'm a dragon. But I lose my ability pretty quickly to this jumping maniac, just tossing bombs. But I get one of the bombs from him and then kill him. And then I eat his still living body. And I get the crash ability. I better test it out in this safe environment. Oh, okay, it's a one-use weapon that clears the screen. Glad I wasted it! But I won't waste my chance at this crane game. Okay, I can't get the big Kirby, but I won't leave empty-handed. Here's another example of how messed up Kirby is. How terrifying would this job be? You exist so that one day you will be eaten. Okay, so I gobble up the sacrifice laid before the great and terrible Kirby. This is probably one of my favorite abilities. Sword. It's just so fun. The arc, the sound, you feel powerful when you have the sword. And I also love when he needs to climb a 45-degree angle with a sword in hand. I'm gonna get ya. But it is not the best ability. It's very easy to lose. Oh man, sword time is over. But to finish off this act, I need to kill this tree. Yeah, that's for converting everyone's carbon dioxide into oxygen. Alright, so we get to the next act, and there's some cool levels. I liked the one where I grabbed the warp star and landed in a desert area. And then there was some sword guy encased in stone. And then there was a mini-boss who is a wheel. After I eat him, I can be a wheel. And this level is made for the wheel. Rollin', 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 rollin'. Whoa, hold on. I want to get that soda real quick. Oh no, my wheel ability. But I got another mini game. I eat eggs as they are thrown at me. Oh, but I gotta watch over the bombs. This kind of reminds me of that Pokemon Stadium 2 mini game. Then we get to the next level, and I gotta fight Meta Knight Scoons. That's not as cool, especially since they killed me. But I came back for vengeance. After that, a display opened. 2 more sacrifices for the hungry god Kirby. Fire or laser? No question, laser. And that was a good choice, because on this level, lasers bounce. And to finish off the whole act, I just need to kill a painter. Yep, this guy was enjoying his hobby of painting, and Kirby comes in with a laser and guns him down. I didn't even eat him. It was purely for sport. Act 3, there was a mini-boss. It was a big old beetle. It was like a cross between Pinsir and Heracross. After beating him and eating him, I got the awesome back throw ability. It feels so cool to grab someone and then WWE suplex them to death, especially if you slam them into someone else to do it. But when fighting Meta Knight's goons, I lost it. Come on, Meta Knight. If I gotta lose the cool ability, it can at least be to you. Downside, no more slam downs. Upside, old western shootouts. Oh man, I better grab my Joy-Con.
Okay, wait. I was gonna make a reference to 1-2 Switch, but I don't know how to because nobody bought that game. Just play the good, the bad, and the ugly theme song and call it a day.
Ow, my kneecaps! Another level had me going through the darkness. I think these guys with the sunglasses might have done something to light up the place, but I never did anything because I think the darkness is actually really, really cool. What I didn't like, however, is these guys riding on mega tomatoes. I kept killing the tomato! No, I needed that health! But the one thing that drove me really crazy was the countless powers I killed. You see, when you get hit in this game, your current power flies off in a star. If you can suck it back up, you can get the power back. But if I jump to get it and then I press the button to suck it in, instead it shoots out a little puff of air. And if that hits the star, boom, the power is destroyed. And then the psychopath Kirby killed the sun and the moon. I wish he killed that sun and moon. So Act 4 gives us some more cool levels. The castle was capital, the atmosphere was admirable, and the blimp was the best. I actually really liked the wind blowing Kirby along. It provided some really cool platforming and combat situations. But by far, the best part of the game came up in this act. Well, there's some other parts where the same thing happens. Now, if you notice, I've been using words to describe power-ups as almost the best. One of my favorites, so that there was still room at the top for one of the best power-ups. UFO, baby! If you get to use the UFO, you're having a good time. You get to fly, and you have 3 weapons in one. The beam, which is the best close-up weapon. Laser, which is excellent for long-range combat. And if you charge up the beam, you get piercing star rod power. So cool! Oh, I lost it.
Well, this must be an episode of the X-Files, cause I want the UFO to come back!
But I did get the wheel power. However, if the level isn't designed around the wheel power, you're probably gonna die. And then the boss was pretty easy. He chased me through the sky, and then I jumped through his eye and killed him. Alright, Act 5, not much to say. We got a fair amount of water levels, and I don't really like the water. If you get hit while you're under the water, you can't psych your power back up. You just shoot water out of your mouth, and then you kill it. Oh, I know something I can say about these levels. Let's compare them to Sonic stuff. Seriously, these parts with the water currents reminded me exactly of some Sonic levels. Also, the Act boss reminded me of a combination of the Sonic 3 Carnival mid-level boss and the Sonic 2 minor boss. But besides that, I loved this boss. It took a long time to beat, but since it was an interesting fight, I was A-okay with it. Act 6, more water levels and ice levels. You know, I actually really liked the ice levels, and I loved this pirate ship level. I even did battle with the pirate captain who used a mallet. Oh yes, this game has Captain Hammer. Stand back, everyone. Nothing here to see. Oh, no! Help! Kirby's gonna eat me! One ice level did drive me crazy, though, because this game has a ton of secrets, and I was determined to get one of them. I spent 15 minutes trying to get into this cannon. You see, Kirby's flying speed is too slow, and he can't run because these enemies are in the way. But eventually, I made it into the cannon. Woo! I unlocked the crappy Western shootout minigame. But the boss fight was so good, though. I don't even care that Meta Knight ran away from all of our previous encounters, because I get an epic sword fight with him. The best part is that the sword doesn't fly away if you get hit. The clash of steel with a mysterious and awesome masked foe. Victory! So Act 7 had so many good levels. There was a boss rush, which had me fight every mini-boss up to this point. A nighttime level with a bunch of sleepy enemies. Don't eat them, otherwise you steal their special ability of narcolepsy. There was also this one level that might be hard if you're not smart enough to fly over the whole thing. Another level was dark the whole time. It reminded me of nighttime, and on top of its neat color scheme, it also had a lot of sloped surfaces that allowed Kirby with a laser to pull off some neat tricks. There was also this level that looked like it took place with dawn, and seriously, the color palette on this level made it so pretty. But there was one level that really stood out. Everything was black and white, and it played the best Kirby song, Green Greens. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think these might actually be levels from the first Kirby game for the Game Boy. And if it's not a remake, it's surely a tribute. Love that Green Greens song. But at last, it's finally time to fight the king himself. Dedede has a claim to fame. Dedede, he's the king of the game. You holler and hoot, he'll put Kirby in a boot. Dedede is the one! It absolutely breaks my heart that I need to fight Dedede to continue. But I do. I beat him, and then I get the Star Rod, and then Kirby goes over to the fountain, and Dedede's all, "No, don't do it, man!" And then Kirby keeps going, and Dedede doesn't let go of him, so Kirby just slams his face across the room, and then he returns the rod, but then a ball of hatred flies from the fountain. Then Dedede eats Kirby! Oh, wait. And then he fires him into the sky so that Kirby can fight the ball. Now it's a shoot 'em up. Ball, do you have any idea who you're messing with? This is a guy who just 4 weeks ago beat Gradius, and I start just destroying this guy. Then he did one of the most cowardly things I've ever seen. He just leaves, which leaves me careening towards Earth. Then I meet the ground, which gives me a few seconds to ponder or pray before I die. Coward? Alright, you're going down to Clown Town! Pow! But this wasn't even his final form. The final form wasn't really that hard to beat. He had a star-resistant cloak on, but to attack me, he needs to expose himself, and I just really kept the pressure on him. He only hit me once during the entire fight. Honestly, the demonic freak-out red dudes were more of a threat than he was. And then the epilogue said that Dedede was actually a hero, and that he was trying to save Dreamland. And then it kind of ignored all the people that Kirby killed. Also, the credits had some familiar names. Miyamoto, super cool dude. Iwata, rest in peace. And Massive Hero Soccer Guy, who we all know would go on to create the worst, most bug-ridden game ever made.
So as a character, I hate Kirby. He is a murderous, gluttonous fiend. But as a game, oh man, I loved it. Great level design, fun power-ups. It's just a masterpiece. I'm wondering if the next game will be a masterpiece. And that game will be Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.